Before we start, I would want to go ahead and ask you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to Luxurious Life, and here are the most impressive mega projects ever made. Starting off our list, we have Gotthard Base Tunnel, Switzerland. A new world's longest and deepest rail tunnel cuts through the mountains in Switzerland. Construction went on for nearly 20 years, but the Gotthard Base Tunnel inside the Swiss Alps finally opened in 2016, moving rail cars of passengers and freight between Zurich, Switzerland and Milan, Italy. At 35 miles long and dipping about 7,500 feet below the mountain peaks above it, the Gotthard Base Tunnel eliminates the need for winding mountainous routes by offering the first flat track route through the Alps. For our next spot, we have the Channel Tunnel between UK and France. It is impressive in scope, use, and engineering. The Channel Tunnel stretches 31 miles under the English Channel, connecting the United Kingdom to France with what actually is a total of 3 tunnels. The 6-year project created the two 25-foot wide tunnels for trains that run 365 days per year and reach speeds of nearly 100 miles per hour, while a third tunnel actually exists as an emergency escape tunnel in case it starts to flood. Intricate systems of piston-operated air ducts and coolant pipes alleviate the pressure of the trains and the heat of the tracks. Traveling for 23 miles under the English Channel, the tunnel is one of the longest undersea passageways in the world, dipping to depths of 246 feet below the seabed. For our next spot, we have Chuo Shinkansen, Japan. Construction kicked off in 2014 on a Japanese maglev line that will connect Tokyo to Nagoya by 2027 and then eventually to Osaka, costing well into the double-digit billions when all said, nearly an estimate right now of 52 billion, but that's just an early estimate that they have. The plan calls for Tokyo and Nagoya to travel just to take 40 minutes, and the trains will run up to 314 miles per hour. The 178-mile line will go mainly underground and through tunnels for a railway project never seen at this scale before. For our next spot, we have the Doha Metro Line, Qatar. Red, blue, and green and gold signify the colors of the ambitious Doha Metro Line currently under construction in Qatar. Over the course of the project, Doha will add more than 131 miles of light rail track and then eventually in hopes to reach 100 stations. About 60 stations are currently under construction right now. This will be at a peak of over 60 miles per hour, and Doha expects to showcase the fastest driverless trains in the world as the new line opens in phases between 2019 and 2016. For our next spot, we have Hanford Nuclear Waste Site in Washington. Countless billions of dollars have already been spent since the world's largest environmental cleanup project started in 1989 at the Hanford Nuclear Waste Site in southeastern Washington state. From about 1943 to 1987, Hanford at times had 9 nuclear reactors and 5 plutonium processing complexes running in order to create a nuclear arsenal and the ongoing cleanup effort with no real end in sight. This includes turning 53 million gallons of radioactive sludge-like liquid in 177 underground tanks into vitrified glass for a long time, safe storage. For our next spot, we have the Panama Canal expansion in Panama. The Panama Canal is so 1914, so that's why the expansion project, set to be completed in 2016, will carve out a new 3.8 mile long channel for new locks, which will require 4.4 million cubic meters of concrete and widen and deepen what is already there. Ships have grown a lot over the past century, so the world's most famous canal must do the same thing to keep pace, even if that means wittily doing away more of the Panama Canal. For our next spot, we have the Portman Bridge in Vancouver, BC. Now, the widest bridge in the world until the Bays Bridge East Span recently opened, the Bridge of East Vancouver, BC, which opened in 2012, remains the second longest bridge in North America. The cable stay bridge uses an impressive 288 cables to reach a total length of 6,866 feet. For our next spot, we have the Three Gorges Dam in China. We can't even comprehend the amount of concrete needed to construct the world's largest dam. Standing on China's Yangtze River, this 17-year, $59 billion project measures about 595 feet tall, 131 feet wide, and more than 7,600 feet long, with 32 main turbines producing a lot of electricity. For our next spot, we have the One World Trade Center in New York. The tallest building in the Western Hemisphere rises to a symbolic 1,776 feet above New York City. The largely steel structure also includes a concrete core that provides additional security and strength. It's almost as if there's a second skyscraper within the first. For our last spot on today's video, we have the Azhai Suspension Bridge in China. The world's highest bridge connecting 2 tunnels in China is also one of the world's longest suspension bridges. Opened in 2012, the bridge sits 1,200 feet over the Danghang Canyon and spans the tower-to-tower distance of 3,858 feet. The mountains on either side anchor the suspension towers. Well guys, that's all for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any future amazing videos from us.